What's up, Facebook family, social media family? Hope that when you got up this morning, you were able to get out and add another step to your dream, your goals, or those things that you desire. And understand that the road that you choose may not be an easy road, but it's the road that you have chosen. Therefore, you need to see it out to the end. Will obstructions come? Absolutely. But you have to be determined to make those things work. And today I want to say something about leadership and some people that I met along the way that kind of explained it to me as I matured into the young person that I am today. I can go all the way back to my college days when I had a professor his name was Dean Vaughn, and there were several people at Alabama State University that used to talk about leadership, entrepreneurship, especially in the business courses. And Dean Vaughn used to say to me, Fleming, if you want true level of success, you have to be an entrepreneur, but to be an entrepreneur is not an easy task. And to be honest, I didn't know what an entrepreneur truly was at that time. But he always said it was something independent of you having to work for somebody. But then he also talked about leadership. And when they used to put us in groups, he would say, pick the leader. And whoever the leader was, that leader was responsible for getting the group together so that they could finish up a task. And I'm pretty sure that any of you that have a business or you're with your friends, that there was someone that you consider to be dominant enough to get the group together to finish the goals that you all set. Like if you played basketball, there was a captain. Even in street ball, there was somebody that everybody favored. And that if he got out there and played, if he was a scorer or a rebounder, you always wanted to choose him because he would get things done. And as I kind of got older, I kind of began to understand what leadership was and whether or not those characteristics was in me like it was in some of those people that I met. And when I started working at Walmart, the first manager that kind of explained this to me was Vernon Graham. And then there was Leo. They both were amazing managers, leaders at Walmart. And they explained it to me like this. And here's what I say about true leadership, yet with the humility to say to you, you can do their job. Vern used to come into the store and walk the aisles every day, and I used to talk to him, and he used to say, Leroy, you can do my job if you wanted to. And I used to say, well, sir, I appreciate that, but that's not my level of thinking. You get it? He was already in it, and I had already said that that's not my level of thinking. And how many of you have a tendency to turn your goals around before you even get a chance to explore them? And he told me to go out for the management program, which I did. I managed to interview well, and then I went to Mount Dora, ran into Leo, and when I ran into Leo, I ran into a different management style, but yet powerful leadership. Long story short, when I was with Leo said the same thing, but similar, but a little different. He said, Leroy, there's a lot of people that want to be leaders, but some of them are not ready to step into those shoes. And he said that anytime he said this to the group, anytime you want to get my keys, I'll be more than happy to give them to you. Now, what kind of manager, store manager at that time, who was amazing, by the way, they would say to me or say to a group, if you want to do what I do, you can have my keys. Which means that if you take his keys, you have to take his responsibilities. That means that you have to oversee an entire store. You have to make sure it's ready for the district office. You have to make sure it's ready for the regional office. And then you have to answer to those people that are above you. And you have to inspire those people that are in your care. And I just want you guys to think about this. Leaders are people that have to get things done, because they have stepped into a role where they're given an outline every day, goals every day that they have to meet. And then they try to hire those people within the confines of the thinking to help them get things done. Because this is the only way leadership works. They find people that are motivated to do the things that they don't have to tell them to do, but then when they give them direction to do things, they go out there and get it happily. And when you work in a structured environment, this is what you're going to find. And here's what I find amazing. That a lot of us can talk about what a leader should or should not do, but most of us don't ever want to be leaders. Therefore, we can never take the scrutiny or the pressure that it takes to become a leader. And when Leo said to me I could have his keys, I had to look at the stages that I had to go to get there. First of all, at Walmart, you had to be an assistant manager, and you had to be sharp enough so that the store manager could see that you were keen enough to solve problems, which I thought that I was able to do. Then, ladies and gentlemen, what came next was, the next level was like the co-manager. And that's another level where you take the ability from assistant manager to co-manager to lead assistant managers and then the rest of the team, to get them to do everything you need them to do every day to make sure that the goals and aspirations are met. And after you do that, then you get the honor, if you've proven to be a true leader, you get the honor to say you can run a facility, and you can get the co-managers, and you can get the assistant managers, and you can get the department managers, and you can get everybody else that's involved to get this store to go in the goal that you want. And I have found, like, throughout my career, that there are always people that are going to complain about almost everything. But they're never the ones to really say, I want to take that promotion so I can see what that's like. It's easy to critique someone when you're on the outside. But when you actually get involved with that process, you'll see that it's a lot more intense than you think. Leadership is just simply your ability to take tasks and give them to other people and make sure they get done. And some people, when you tell them to do something, and no matter what level it's on, if you're a store manager trying to tell a co-manager or assistant managers, and your assistant manager trying to tell department managers, and your department managers trying to tell leads, and so forth and so on, everybody seems to have a problem with leadership. Everybody wants to try to get those big checks that they give for leaders, like $1 million or $2 million or whatever it takes to do that. But nobody's willing to sacrifice the time and effort that it takes to be someone that could do that. And here's what's funny. When you break out and become an entrepreneur and you decide to start your own business, now eventually you're going to have it by yourself first. You got to really get out there and dig and do all this on your own, right? But there's some things that you have to see down the line that you have to watch out for. Number one is, if your business expands, then you have to look for help. You have to find somebody that you can either pay, or some people that may be willing to intern with you while your business grows. And when your business begins to grow, then the same thing that you rejected from other leaders, you end up having to be the leader yourself. Because ultimately, as an entrepreneur, if your business becomes truly successful, you cannot run it by yourself. Ask Jeff Bezos. Once he got started, his business got so big that he had to hire so many people. Now he's just running the world with online purchasing. Sam Walton the same way. So you can start off one way, but you have to always say to yourself, if I have to break away from my business, who is that one person or people that I can choose that can run it while I can go live carefree? If you don't find anybody, then you'll still be in that role of being an entrepreneur, but then you'll be an entrepreneur that has to be a leader. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's just some of the things that I learned about leadership, entrepreneurship, and obtaining a college degree, just so I can kind of see the inside workings of all those things, of what it takes to be a leader, what it takes to be an entrepreneur, but what it takes to be just a decent human being who understands the process to get to a level of success. I hope that this is inspirational. I hope that you like it and share it with people that, may be able to look at that a little differently than I do, but just kind of looking at my years and processes, this is what I've seen over the years. Thank you, and have a great day.